Okay, I am testing this again to see if it's working. I got a shiny new monitor, and that also means I can view the other screen as well, so that's kind of nice. So I have the chat active, shows that it's good to go. For whatever reason, Discord isn't showing it as streaming, but whatever, I'll leave that for a little bit. And let's test it out. So, last time I left off on Barrier Tower, and I think I was at the boss, so it should be sweet. There we go, now it's seeing it. Minimize Discord. Alright, let's go take out what's-his-face. I don't remember the boss for Barrier Tower. It's like a dragon or something. I am pausing to figure out how this works, because it does not seem to want to let me have... Okay, let's try that. Cannot minimize OBS, apparently. Okay. So off-stream, I went ahead and farmed up the items I needed for Omega later on, the Coral Ring, I think. I got 3 of the Reflect Rings, because I know I can get one later on, I think in the waterfall area. And it's been a couple weeks since I played, so let's double check. Hit points are good. I'm gonna give my Chemist mix. And my Geomancer mix. Okay, cool. That should be overkill. Come in, Zizat. We've reached the antenna. Over. Hiss, roger that. Over. I had to double check and make sure I had all the chests, because you can't come back here. Sad. Now, destroy the antenna. You think it'll be that easy? Think again. Now you will pay with your blood. Oh, that sounds dangerous. Okay, I don't like that. This dude's weak against sleep. Stop casting Comet. I don't like that. Okay. Maybe he has to kill someone. I'm just gonna try to stun lock him with sleep and see if that works. Yeah, this is actually probably overkill. He has, like, not that many hit points. And I think you're supposed to have somebody down or he keeps casting Comet, but I don't give a fuck. Just gonna keep spamming my turtle spell shell. On that note, I should probably go farm some turtle shells. Easy peasy. And that's how it's done. Zizat, can you hear me? It's done. We destroyed the antenna. No way out. Galif, things are getting hot down here. You need to hurry and make your escape. Energy feed's gone into a recursive loop. It's only a matter of time before it all blows. No worries, our good friend the Windrake has come to save us. Wait for me in the sub, I'll catch up with you. Just go. Idiot, he's gonna die, but I'm not gonna let him. Of course you wouldn't, you're Galif. Galif, stop, it's too dangerous. I don't care. Lena, you and Ferris go on ahead. I don't remember if we actually can save them. Was this your plan all along, Zizat? You know, and still you sacrificed yourself. Galif, wait for me in the sub. Promise me you'll go. Over and out. Zizat. Shezat? Guess I'd be like Shezat. Of course I knew the risk, but I couldn't live with myself if I'd sent one of you to certain death. 4 new warriors have been chosen by the crystals. Well, 3 new warriors. They must be the ones to fight X-Death. Galif, Butts, Lena, Ferris, the rest is up to you. Don't worry, I'll always be with you when you need me. Zizat! No! Why? We only knew him for 2 hours. Galif, I'm sorry, but we gotta go. Knock his ass out? No. Take me to the sub. We made a promise. Please let me keep it. And just like that, we take down the barrier for X-Death's castle. At great cost. No one could have survived that blast. We have to wait just a bit more, 1 minute more. Zizat, you ass, always trying to play the hero, even to the end. With a submarine, we might be able to find Guido's sunken cave. Sure beats swimming. How's he holding up? He'll be alright, he just needs a little rest. Understood. Well, we'd better get moving. Now we have a submarine. And as we recall, X-Death blew up Guido's Island, so we could not go there. So let me see what cool optional stuff we can do before I go right to the source here. We can make it to the town of Moore. Take the Windrake. Westernmost white dot on the world map. Yeah, why not? Let's go that way. Because I don't know if we'll be going back to Moore again at any point. I wonder if the sub skips random encounters. I haven't seen anybody to fight yet. Where's Moore? I think it's on this peninsula over here somewhere. Maybe not. The thing I want most in Moore is to be able to play the piano and level up my piano skills. Oh yeah, I think you have to go underwater for this one. There was some trick to it. Like, and then emerge in the middle of the lake, maybe? Is this actually Guido's cave? Yeah, this is where the cave is. So I'm gonna skip that for now. But where's Moore? This is where we started World 2. I can't find it. That's what Google's for. Great Forest of Moore. Okay, it's in that big desert patch like I thought. But how do I get to it? Let's see, there's an inlet. Ah, I think I see it. So I bet you have to go up this little inlet and then emerge. Yeah, there we go. What we got going on in more? Where are you from? I can't think why you'd come out all the way out here. Legend has it that 500 years ago, something beautiful was sealed in the forest to the east. From desire, oft times comes evil. Is this where I get the brave or the chicken knife? I think it is, yeah. Sweet. I don't know if I can get it yet, though, but I haven't really been running from fights, so... Trees in the forest are alive. They understand human speech and can read minds. Sure. Wood sprites are usually too shy to show themselves, but if you peep into the holes in a few tree trunks, they might talk to you. Oh, that's right, I needed the other treasure from Moogle Village. Wood sprites hide along the road leading into the forest. Strange little critter helped out, kept calling on Kopo. Yep, it's Moogles. They say that in the deepest part of the Forest of Moor is the guardian tree which protects the seals. So I know there's got to be some treasure to collect for the achievement. There's my piano. Let's see if I get the piano or the achievement for this. Piano leveled up. Now I must need one more piano before I get the achievement. I was hoping that would be it. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. You get the chicken knife when the worlds merge. So right now, Moor has nothing going on, but it will later. How many... So it has one item hidden somewhere in the village. I just want all the high potions. All the potions. Some Phoenix Down. And all the Maiden's Kiss. Yeah, seems solid. I don't need any of that. Oh, this is the stuff I wanted. Okay. I spent a lot of money, so I need to prioritize. A diamond shield, for sure. That gives magic, so we will get one of those. 2 tiger masks. I didn't think Monk could wear that. But whatever. 2 diamond plates. A luminous robe. And probably don't need the diamond armlet. That's a nice shield. Tiger mask. Actually I'm just gonna keep her using the ninja suit, I think. power sash. So I need to start selling some stuff, because a lot of these items are traps. Every time I look at them, the stats are up or down, and I'm switching gears so much that it's not the best situation. Okay, so I'm gonna do more gear roulette here, because Butts just mastered Mystic Knight, and I didn't notice. Which means he can now... No, he's got all four. Monk, Mystic Knight, Geomancer, and Chemist. Lena has Geomancer... So Lena could be a chemist, but Galuf is a chemist at the moment. Ferris has Monk, Mystic Knight, Geomancer, so she still needs to learn Chemist as well. Okay, we'll leave it the way it is, except I want to give these two barehanded. The way I've been going about this is using barehanded on the two casters so that they actually have damage potential on random fights, and then I give them mix for the boss. No one can enter the giant forest to the east. Oh, I'm going. You can't keep me out. Air knife. There we go. That's what I wanted for my Geomancer. We'll snag one for the chemist in case he ever uses it. And I think I'm actually just going to equip it right now and take barehanded off the Geomancer forever, because this is a good permanent item since Gaia has wind everywhere. Sweet. Okay, so I'm still missing an item though. I know it said that there was one item in here. Did I go to the sword shop? Yeah. Okay, let me start offloading some of this stuff that I'm never going to use again. Two headbands. These dirks. Golden helmets. The wizard hats. Silver armlet. These. I'll keep that one around because it has the extra effect. Okay, so where's the item? Let's see what it shows. A hunting knife hidden in one of the barrels left of the pub, because I don't have the patience to actually look for it myself. Ooh. New Spellblade stuff. Just buying all these for shits and giggles. Okay, it's another main gauche. And other than that, this place is pretty empty. Let's go into that forest they told me I couldn't go into. Oh no, yeah, I changed my mind. I don't like this. Why did Osmos just kill bards? That's only supposed to take mana. How did... Oh, he's got bone mail on. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't like it here. But I could go there if I wanted. Just saying. Fight with Shout, I think that's optional as well. I know it's a summon, so I don't really need it, but with the submarine northernmost dot on the white world map, you should find a cave. Yeah, maybe we'll do that later. I'm gonna go right for the actual place I'm supposed to go. Maybe the tent doesn't restore full hit points? Thought it did. Yeah, that's the air knife in action right there. So I could probably switch Bartz and Ferris and then have Lena... No, because I still need to have Galuf as the chemist for now. That's the random dude, yeah. Okay, what's he weak to? I don't think he really has any. Ew, gross. He's petrifying all my dudes. Come on, give me a chance to at least, like, do something. Okay, golden needle. Is he just gonna keep spamming that? Yeah, well, I can drain too. How you like that? Yeah, that was weird. That was just like a random summon in the middle of nowhere. And now I can use it if I could use a summoner. So that wasn't Gil's Cave. I thought it was, but it brought me to the summon. Where the hell's Gil's Cave then? I don't know. I thought it was here. Maybe it's south? What? They just got rid of Varus completely. Yeah, you know what? I'm piecing out of this. I don't like it. So that's the first time I've seen that spell. It just made Varus completely vanish. So, I remember the place that Gil's Cave was somewhere, yeah, because that's where it was in the world map when he sunk it. I also completely forgot I can rest here. So, you know, that's cool. I am very much aware that I'm a cat, and I have a second screen now. The Gil's Cave one, yeah, it's really nice and relaxing, and I wish that they would put more of these songs like as orchestration roles. Oh, I got an achievement. What does it do? Field Research Advanced. Must be for the bestiary. So, yeah, the combat music throws it off. I'm on the way to see Gil the Sage. One of my favorite scenes in the game. I've got all 4 of my classes unlocked, and I just did the Barrier Tower after like 2 weeks of not playing, so I'm just trying to remember how my stuff is setting up. Yep. So it says that there's no items to collect here, which I thought that there were. Oh no, it's a puzzle. Empty chest, the one inside has a big stone. No, I haven't gone in circles yet. yet. I don't think it does. I know 6 does, because you can get the Moogle Charm, but I haven't found one for this one that I can think of, so that's a dead end. But yeah, I'm at the point in World 2 where the random encounters are starting to get a little bit annoying because they're turning into bullet sponges. And I have strong attacks, but I don't want to waste, like, my turtle shells on them. Okay, let's try... this one. Skull button. Okay. Yeah, it only works on Mog, but it's nice anyway. Especially since you have to split the party a bunch of times. Okay, so I press the skull button. Now let's try going back that way. No, yeah, it's really bad in some areas. Not everywhere, but this cave and Barrier Tower were pretty bad. I think it makes up for it by the maps actually being really, really small, which isn't a problem unless you get lost and keep running in circles and every 3 or 4 seconds get interrupted with an encounter, because it disorients me. Attack, attack. He's morbing. Oh, I think this is for like the bestiary. You have to actually let them morph into all the things, and I don't want to do that. Why? Okay, that's... yeah, they have like 3 or 4 that they can transform into, and I remember because when I was doing the Blue Mage run, there's one super rare one that they transform into that you have to wait on. He's beginning to morb. There we go. And I remember it took like 15 or 20 minutes to get the right one, and I found out that not only is it a random chance, but it only is from the morphing guys in a specific room. So I'd spent like 20 minutes fighting in a room that couldn't even trigger the transformation I needed. So hopefully I'll get that so I don't need to backtrack for the bestiary achievement. Wyvern. Maybe. And I do have a Mystic Knight Although I figure that'll take, you know, one turn to cast Stone Blade and then another to actually hit it in the first place, so I'm not sure how effective that'll be. Let me try. Maybe a little bit. I know there's a couple things. Yeah, like he can turn into Shiva, apparently. So maybe that's useful. No big deal, just turning into Shiva. Breakblade didn't do it. Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's all the chests, except maybe the middle one, which it was already in. No, it could also be this version of the game. They fixed a bunch of bugs, and Breakblade used to break the game. There was like so many things that it would cheese. So I think that's the default route that I came through. Ho ho! So, this room is terrible. It's full of random encounters, and I'm not sure what I'm missing here. I think that's all 4 of the chests. Elf Toad. I haven't seen that one yet. It's not that one. Might be this one. I know I pressed this already. That's what I was thinking, like this area here, but I couldn't get past it, so I don't think so. Unless it's south somewhere. Nope. Okay. Yeah, wasn't there either. So I think what probably happened was there was an entrance or something in this main area and I missed it. Yeah, do not disturb cat. So there's a skull there, and it looks like a door. The question's, how do I get to the skull? So that's definitely the thing I need. But, oh, look at that. Just a random bullshit passage right there. Yep. Path through the wall. I'm mildly annoyed by this. Ooh, what's that? Staff of Light. Is that a rare drop? I don't think I've seen that before. Imbued with holy magic, can cast holy before breaking. And chemists can use it. But I think it'll actually destroy it, so I have one cast of holy on my chemist. Nice. The minimap actually shows all the passages when you're in one. I don't know if that's because of the Geomancer ability I have that reveals paths, but it would be kind of nice if it revealed it before I even got near it. I agree, they should. Although I got done with Dragon Quest 10 or 11 or whatever the one newer one was, and I'm very tired of metal slimes. Hey, it's a turtle! Jump in the pool? Yes. I love this part. It makes me laugh every time. Huh, what's up with this turtle? Stop that. He's just like slamming on the turtle. But it's fun. Poke, poke, poke. Would you quit that? Well, I'll be a biscuit eater. It's a talking turtle. Sage, I'm so sorry. Please forgive my brainless companion. Wait, this turtle is the sage? By the briny beard of Neptune. And you finally catch a clue. Tarnation, I can't take you anywhere. It's alright, it's alright. No lasting damage, physically anyhow. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. You should be, boy, picking on defenseless turtles. However, we have more important things to discuss. In X-Death? So you aren't as slow as you look. What the Warlock seeks is in the great Forest of Moor. The Forest of Moor? Trees, my dear boy, lots of them. Sprawling to the west of Surgat. The sentient forest is X-Death's birthplace. A certain tree in that forest had been used to seal away evil spirits for years, but 500 years ago, the sheer concentration of malevolence turned that tree into a dark being with a mind of its own. That being is X-Death. I maintained the seal upon him for 5 centuries, but 30 years ago the seal was broken. That was when he fought the Dawn Warriors. Yes, but don't interrupt. Durgan and the others fought hard. Finally, they were able to seal the Warlock with the crystals. However, somehow he escaped. That was our fault. Aren't we feeling self-important, taking all the blame? Had I meant it was your fault, I would have said that. Seals are meant to be broken. It only means that this time, X-Death must be destroyed. Where is he? En route to the Forest of Moor, in all likelihood. Something, exactly what I don't know, so don't ask, rests within the forest that he wishes to claim. The Forest of Moor. Yeah, it just a random tree that they sealed all the evil in, and it turns out that was a bad idea. I love Suikoden. I got like all 120 stars on the first game. I never finished Suikoden 2, or even really got far into it, and That's like the one PS1 RPG that I can think of that I never finished, and I need to someday. The Forest of More, because I've heard Suikoden 2 is like brilliant, but this is my chance to avenge Zizat, or Shizat. We'll defeat Exdeath. The Forest of More is sentient. It does not take kindly to intruders and will attack all who attempt to enter. Take this with you. The first one's really good. It's pretty simple, but there's 120 characters, so it's almost like Chrono Cross, where... Yeah, Suikoden 2 is the one everyone tells me I need to play, and it's also like the one PS1 RPG I never finished. There might be one or two others now that I think about it, but I've beat just about every PS1 RPG over the years. Guardian Branch. And Suikoden 2, every time I've started it, I'm cursed. Like, the first time I got like 5 or 6 hours in, and my memory card died. Second time, I got several hours in, and my PlayStation died, so I put it on hold. When I went back to it, I didn't remember what I needed to do. I just had bad luck with it. Yes. Only in that there are lots and lots of rando characters to recruit. Like, you'll like run up to the cook and they'll join your party. A branch from the guardian tree that protects the seals. With this branch, you may enter the forest. Now hurry! Exdeath is already on his way to Moor. He may even be there already. Please, go to the Great Forest. Okay. Some of them do. There's a couple characters that I know persist into the second game. Others, not so much. There's a couple that are just like, one of them you recruit by like beating him in gambling, and he's like, well, I don't have enough money, so I guess I'll join your party, and now he's like your best friend. So it's kind of one of those things where some of them have good stories, others are just kind of along for the ride, but it's fun, and the combat system is really cool. You can get 6 people at once, and they have like double techs and triple techs, just like with Chrono Trigger, so... Yeah, I like Suikoden 1. I really would like to play Suikoden 2. I have it installed on my PlayStation right now. I just have never gotten around to it. And then that's part of the curse that I mentioned. It's on my PlayStation, but my PlayStation controller is really, really bad and unplayable. So I just use my PlayStation as a Netflix machine now. Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat. I started getting most of my RPGs probably like around 2000, because I was able to get them used really, really cheap, like between $5 and $10, and then I emulated the others. But I was never really able to buy them at launch, but there was a period of time, like right when the PS2 was coming out, where everything PS1 was just like on deep discount, and I wish I had saved some of those instead of selling them off later, but I emulated a lot, so that was fine. did have a couple of the collector's editions. Like, I had both of the Lunar ones with the Galleon punching puppet, and I loved my Galleon punching puppet. I don't know how they came up with the idea for that, but it was awesome. Yeah, actually, Illusion of Gaia, that's another one I never played, or never finished. Yeah, unfortunately I sold off mine when I moved, and that's fine because I don't have too much space right now, but the Galleon punching puppet was the greatest, like, pack-in promotional item. It's just so random. So this is where I did kind of get lost earlier. I went to the Forest of Moor before Gil, so at least I know where I'm going now. Yeah, those are all pretty solid. Oh no, this isn't the right place. This is where the summon is. Yeah, I liked Valkyrie Profile. That was really good. And I'd like for it to get re-released, because I beat it by renting it like 2 or 3 times. And just marathoning the shit out of it. And I don't remember too much about it. Valkyrie Profile, and there was another one like that I rented a few times. I forget the name. It was like Ivalice. It was an Ivalice game. And it started with a V. Yeah, Dark Cloud is cool. I like that one. Vagrant Story. Yep, right off the tip of my tongue there. Just couldn't remember it. And I'd like to replay that one, although I bet a bunch of the mechanics have not aged super well. I remember it being really clunky and hard to play even when it came out. It was pretty hard from what I remember. Yeah, that was exactly it. I had the same issue with, did you ever play Legend of Dragoon? It was awful, in that every attack you did at the end of Legend of Dragoon in Disc 4 was like tapping X 16 times to do a combo. The one with Ravitz was the one that drove me nuts. It was fun though, it was unique and interesting. So at least I remember it. I remember that it made me mad. And so I was here earlier, and then I couldn't get through. Now I have the tree branch, so I can. There's some bullshit in this forest. When I was in here like an hour ago, when I first started, I got shrunk several times, and I don't think there's an item that fixes that. Is there? Nice. Yeah, I would watch Vagrant Story. I don't think there's an item that fixes shrink, so that's really obnoxious, but I'm gonna check anyway. Yeah, and I don't have any way to do that. No, not... Okay, whatever, I'll rest again. Super well rested. Here's where I wanted to go. Ah, mallet, and I have 99 of them in inventory. Okay, yeah, mallet does it apparently. I feel like I've never used mallet in a Final Fantasy game. I just cast Asuna or something. Um, 13 chests in this area. That's a lot. Especially if they're gonna be throwing all kinds of bullshit at me. Yeah, so this is weird. When I was here last time, they cast Osmos on... Of course, the optimal number of werewolves. Yeah, when I was here, they cast Osmos on Bart's, and he died instantly, which has to be a bug with the bone mail. So I'm taking that off right away. Look, the Guardian branch. It's letting us in. Hooray. Yeah, it wasn't that, because I haven't used any spells last time. Like, he would have had full mana. Oh no! Is she still in cat jail at night? Yeah, I think they should be. I mean, I imagine trees would, but they just die fast enough that with Spellblade, you have to prep the blade for one turn before you can even attack with it, so I'm just kind of YOLOing it. Okay, there's one chest. So these are grade A spooky trees. Look at them, they're just glowing fire eyes. Okay. Yeah, you're a good cat tamer. I cannot walk past these flowers. Gala jelly. I don't even know what that is. Some sort of protoplasm, maybe. Oh, that's nice. What type of stuff did you do with it? Oh, okay. So I just realized that this version of the game, the minimap, shows where the chests are without having to use the little circle of revealing. This is the only entrance I see. It's like the vagina tree. Let's try that. Oh, that's super cool. Did they have, like, you say it was a rehab center, so were they a lot of the time injured, or? Yeah, see, that has to be the sad part, is when you have to put them down. I know, like, at Humane Society, they have to do that a lot, too, which, that would be really hard for me. Unrelated, but I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on and off for the last 6 months, and you have to, like, hunt and skin the animals, and I'm just like, you know what, this just convinced me I'm never going to go hunting. But you're right, it's better to put them out of their misery if it's something that you can't heal them. Just super sad. That's good. There's a lot of older animals that run into that because everybody wants to get a puppy or a kitten, and it's super sad when there's like older, sweeter animals that just, you know, don't get a chance. When I was a kid, I used to have lots and lots of animals. Everything from, like you said, snakes, turtles. I never had any birds, but I had all sorts of weird animals. Once I caught a possum, and so this is a great story. I found a possum that was like shambling around in daylight and looked really, really torn up and probably had rabies or something. And I caught it and I put it in a bucket and like took it home, and I'm just like, yeah, you're gonna be my new pet. That's awesome. And my mom was not happy about that. I just like brought it out and opened this bucket, and I'm like, look what I found, and this staggering, probably sick possum just like stumbles out of the bucket. The other thing that I brought home that she really hated was I found a pygmy rattlesnake once and put it in a Tupperware, and it was like keeping it in my closet for a while, and she found that. So, yeah. I adopted a lot of animals. Frogs. I had so many frogs. I think the most I ever had was I had like 20 tree frogs at the same time, and I couldn't sustain it because I like ran out of crickets to catch. Yeah, I like it in theory. Like, I think it's a good idea, and I know that you really need to control deer and populations and everything. I just, it'd be too hard for me. I like animals too much. But I love beef, so love meat in general. So it's fine as long as I don't see it or have to carve it up. Yeah, it is. I do love venison. But yeah, I had tons of frogs. Leopard frog, bullfrog, lots of tree frogs. They had them in Georgia. I've never had horse. I've had a lot of weird meat in general, though, because I lived in China for a year. And the Cantonese dishes there are very interesting. I know. I was born in Illinois, moved down there, and I avoided most of the accent. There's a couple accent things that slip out here and there, usually y'all and ain't, but yeah. But yeah, I lived there for like 13 years, and I can't stand Georgia. I'm never going back. It's pretty good. Yeah, they do have good peaches. So there's a save point and more treasure. Sweet. That sounds delicious. Was it a really strong sweet taste, like schnapps, or was it, I can actually think, yeah, actually in Asia they have something like that that's like an alcoholic tea that's super popular. I wonder if it would be like that, but with like a peach flavor. Yeah, that's the problem with schnapps, is like you can mix it with stuff okay, but drinking it straight is just so sweet. I feel like the random encounters here aren't quite as bad, but they're still every 8 or 9 steps. The exception to that's probably peppermint schnapps. Like, that's really good. And it's sweet, but it's like you can sip on it. Oh no, bad things are happening. Dig that X-Death remix, though. Oh, it's all on fire. Oh no, X-Death has set the forest on fire. Kupo! Kupo. It's a really good skill to have. Like, it's something that sometimes I wish I'd picked it up, but it just... nah. Ugh. No, I need that treasure. No! I'm gonna be pissed if I miss that treasure chest. Let's hide out here and hope the flames die down. So, I don't even remember what X-Death was doing here. Like, why he was torching all of this. Unless he just didn't like his hometown. Are you able to do it if you go slowly, or is it more like the more pressure it is, the harder it is? Because I know you mentioned that before. But I imagine it'd be like a lot of pressure that you need, and... Yeah, I could see it being like one of those things where it kind of spirals after a little bit. Because it's like once you start making slip-ups, you get more frustrated, and then it gets even worse. Makes sense. The chests contain ash. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, but... I mean... what's there really to know about a tree? Let's give him the flame shield. Because they kind of created him, didn't they? Like, by sealing all the evil in the forest into one tree. They're like, hey, this tree is gonna be the evil tree, and just funneled all the demons into it. This is a good idea. Let's just make the evil tree. No, I've never been to Japan. I was in China for a year, and I went backpacking after that to pretty much everywhere else in Southeast Asia. Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. I really loved Laos. But I never got a chance to go to Japan, and I want to go sometime when like it's blooming and cherry blossoms. I know that there's a 3-month or 3-week window or something where you can climb Mount Fuji, and I'd really like to do that. It's like next on my dreams to fulfill list, but the evil trees, yeah, that is something. They even have like that ghost forest there. Guardian tree, that's what protects the seal. Okay, so this was it, I think. It's the guardian tree. Look, the branch. Yeah, Japan has a lot of really cool mythology. I'd really like to go there someday, but when I was working, it's like I don't have the time, and then when you're not working, it's like, well, I don't have the money. Can't win. Oh crap. Is this where I have to solo him with Galuf? They must be whatever was sealed in here. Oh no, I really should have prepared and given Galuf mix. I think Galuf is way underprepared for this. Oh no, it's this one. I think you have to kill these equally, like evenly, or bad things happen. I imagine they're weak to fire. Yeah, that is the thing. I know they do that in a lot of places. Yeah, I don't remember the gimmick in this fight, but I remember I really didn't like it. Yeah, that's exactly it. He absorbed too many bad vibes and became the evil tree. Ooh, that's ugly. That I didn't know. Yeah, he just got harassed with too many stupid requests. But it makes sense with how Japan is, with like the pressure they have around what do you call it, the school, right? They do right before going to college. Cram school or whatever. Like, so many people have like nervous breakdowns from that. Oh no, that heals it. Ooh. So I wonder if they're all weak to the same thing or not, because otherwise I really need to change my spell blade. Yeah, they're not all weak to the same thing. I think that's the thing that was annoying about it. They all counter you and spam these AoE attacks. Yeah, this isn't great. Yeah, they're just spamming Faraga on me. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to beat this. So I think that's the gimmick, is they only start doing this once one of them dies, so you have to kill them equally, maybe? I'm gonna try to do this again, I think. Hopefully it's saved before I got in here. This is somewhat amusing. Butts refuses to die because they keep healing him. So I bet the one that was immune to Faraga is the one that's casting Faraga. So if I can kill the other one, I should be able to get my two people who have fire rings up. Or just let him infinitely heal butts. Yeah, my other people don't have Absorb, but I think one has a Flame Ring. And I have a Flame Shield. I wonder if I can equip that mid-fight. Let's switch to Blizzaga, yeah. New spell. And I think my other people at least have Nullification. He had Faraga on at first, because he was healing that one. No, what I figured out was they each had a different element. Like, the one below him was the one that was casting wind, and the one at the bottom was casting earth. So Blizzaga does nothing to this guy. Let's try Thundaga, I guess? I don't see why it would be weak. Just doesn't make sense, though. But, sure. That's the last element I haven't tried. Oh, he was already almost dead. Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm just really lucky Butts had Fire Absorb on, I guess. Such efficient work, as if anything less could be expected of the bearers of the crystal's power. Yes, I cast level 2 punch. Well done, you've destroyed the seals. I should thank you for saving me the trouble. Mwahahaha. You can't trust those mwahahas. The seals broken by the 4 warriors meant to protect them. How ironic. What? They were crystals? The crystals that bound me for so long. Now their power is mine. Bow down before my crystals and my power. Oh no, he has Geo crystals. They're too powerful. Luckily, our girl Kryle's gonna be saving us and replacing Galuf. My heart is pounding. Could something have happened to Grandpa? Hope not. Kupo. What? They're in the Forest of Moor? We got our Lassie Moogle. Come on, let's go. Time for your viscera to see the light of day. Now die. See, he's just pure evil. And then Kryle just bursts in and knocks him out. Don't worry, he won't be bothering us for a while. Oh, wait, maybe he will. Impudent little fool. Hey, what are you? No, Kryle. Not nice. Try to dispel this power and your precious crystals will shatter. Kryle. Oh yeah, go Galuf. It's going Super Saiyan. Ah, hell. I wish I had Mix for this. I can't remember if I actually have to win this encounter or not. Okay, I don't. I'm gonna miss Galuf just because he's like the most cheerful party member. And even when things are terrible, he'll say something like, Tarnation, that's, you know, just some weird whimsical folksy saying. If I had White Mage, Kryl would definitely be the White Mage, because it has her trademark cat ear suit. Take this. Why? Why won't you die? Takes a lot more than that. For me to kick the bucket, I'll destroy you, X-Death. Even if it means I have to take you to the afterlife myself. Yeah, Galuf is such a badass. I like when we got to World 2, he basically just burst into the castle. All the anger in existence would never be enough to defeat me. But he doesn't understand the power of friendship. That will be his undoing. This isn't anger. Or hatred. Then, what is it? Two games I'm curious if you've ever played, because I picked them up on sale recently, and I heard they're pretty good if you like Night in the Woods. I don't know if it's just the same tone or the same vein of type of game. One was called, I think, Omori, and the other is Oxenfree. Have you ever played those? Galuf. Hold on, we can spam heals, but it's too late. Don't talk like that. Get up, you old bat. Quit playing around, this isn't funny. Wake up, please. But Lena, Ferris, and my dear Kryl, destroy X-Death. Destroy him. Let me check what that link is. Turned out Bofa wasn't. Yes, I've seen this tweet. Now I get it. Deliberately lie about Bofa. Grandpa, no, you can't die. Please, raise. Open your eyes. Nothing's working. And with him gone, it's now the new 4 Warriors of Dawn, because now all the others, I think, except the werewolf, are dead. And the werewolf is... Oh, that's sad. Galuf's flame is flickered out. No, no, you can't leave. You can't die. Grandpa's calling. Hyperspace Outlaw. Hyperspace Drifter, I think? Is that the one? Yeah, I played it a little bit, and I think I refunded it. It was good, but it was one of those games where there was like zero direction, and I didn't really have too much patience for it at the time because I was super busy with work, but I might give that a shot at some other point. Grandpa, are you there? Yeah, I heard good things about Omari. I just know I think it's one of those games that are just really depressing and sad, so you have to be like in the right mood for it. The Guardian Tree, which has protected the crystals for 1,000 years, is lending me its power to speak with you. I don't have long, I want to give you my strength. Come on, Kryl, don't cry. Stand with Butts and the others, be strong and fight. No, I don't want to. Come back, don't leave me. You're not alone, Kryl, you understand that, don't you? Kryl received Galif's abilities. Be in your heart always. X-Death is... Kryl. Butts, Lena, and Ferris, I'll fight alongside you. Kryl. Grandpa told me that X-Death is trying to destroy the crystals. We've got to hurry to his castle. The Windrake. Her Dragoon is adorable. Ninja looks kind of like Edge. Knight looks like something out of, like, He-Man or She-Ra. Berserker is her fursuit, of course. Mystic Knight looks cool, but not as cool as Ferris's. White Mage is her cat ears. Beastmaster's a ram. Blue Mage, Summoner. Geomancer looks terrible, but Geomancer looks terrible on everyone, so... So I guess I can just leave the sub behind now. And next stop I think is Galif's, or X-Death's castle. I'm just trying to remember what I need to do to get there. Let's see. Looks like optional bosses that I'll probably want for the bestiary. I'll just need to make a note of that for next time so I don't move on without collecting it. Pianos, Lugor, and more. Looks like I'm just about ready to go to the next world, actually. X-Death's castle.